Hello, teacher.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, that's good. How was your day?
Still fine.
And what did you do this morning?
Just watch TV.
And what did you watch on TV?
Creepypasta and funny, relatable things.
And did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. And tell me, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, and who made it?
My mom.
And how did it taste?
Normal.
Oh, normal. Okay. So, Jenny, are you ready to have a little bit of fun today?
Yes.
Okay. So today we're going to discuss teacher or no teacher. So many students say that they learn better from teachers than from computers, but others disagree. Do you believe computers should replace teachers?
No.
And why do you believe that?
Because by computer teaching us. Sorry.
Not a problem.
Well, actually, sometimes they put up words that some of the words that we don't understand. That means we don't know how to work on our homework because some of the work the computer give us are kind of like complicated, and sometimes it could be having an error in teaching the kid wrong things that they're not supposed to be learn.
Learning, yeah. Oh, thank you for that opinion. Okay, so let's have a look at the following list, okay, of subjects below. Do you want to learn the subject with a teacher or do you prefer from a computer? So, for example, English.
Teachers.
And why from a teacher?
That would be fun for me, but for the others, kind of like they sucks at it. So teachers, like can help them, and sometimes they don't know some of the words, so they can go up to the board and tell the teacher, and they will teach them. And by just computer, sometimes computer just arrives English sentence and not what they actually mean, so they just arrive them, and sometimes you can just confuse.
Absolutely. And what about the subject history?
History,
A teacher or
maybe like computers.
And why computer for history?
It's much more quite like faster,
Ah.
and by just teaching us, well, that's fine, but it's kind of like very long, and sometimes if we do anything like drop our pencil case, that make a loud noise, and then if our teacher is quiet about that, that's quite like a nervous way, you know.
Absolutely. And what about mathematics? A teacher or computer?
Teachers.
A teacher. And why a teacher for mathematics?
Because teachers teaching us is kind of like simple when teachers just teaching us, and if we don't understand it, she can just teach the whole class again and again and again until we understand it. And
Absolutely.
computers, sometimes they can do it very fast, and some of the children cannot understand the mathematics, so yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. And then the next one, science. teacher or a computer?
Computers.
And why computers for science?
Because it's quite far more easier, and sometimes science can have one of those games that computer give us, so it can be quite fun.
Hmm. Yeah. Good one. Thank you, Jenny. So, why do we have teachers? Why do you think we have teachers that teaches us?
It's because we need someone to tutor us. Is the very common things, and yeah, and sometimes we don't not understand, they will teach us again, and that quite, and sometimes science can be easy because sometimes they can teach us a very easy way.
Yeah. And that's a good one. And tell me, do you want to learn school subject from computers?
No, because I don't really just think that do it on their own.
Mm. And do you believe that computers can replace teachers? What is your opinion?
Is can be if they like really a professional do it for the computer, or is a very intelligent AI to teach us, but it's quite like a big no.
Ah, big no. Thank you for sharing, Jenny. So let's read teacher or no teacher. Let's read what are other people saying. So should we have teachers or shouldn't we have them? So can you read for us the article?
As teachers have a lot of knowledge, they can help their students to learn a lot of different subjects. However, some people want to replace teachers with computer. Are they correct? Many people believe that we do not need teachers these days. First, students can find their answer to any question by using computer in the internet. Teacher will never know all the answer or the latest information. Second, students can learn better by using computer in the internet. They can study fast or slow. They can focus on particular thing, learning points. They can communicate with other students by using the internet. Other people say that computer and the internet cannot replace teacher. First, teacher can help students learn more. This is because they can explain information in many different ways. They can check whether the student understands certain points. Computer cannot do this. Second, teacher makes sure that their students are really studying in class. If there are no teacher in class, the student will be misbehave or play computer games.
Okay, well done. Now, based on what you read, okay, why can teachers help their students learn a lot of subjects?
Because they can learn more information about the internet, and they can teach the students a lot of information, and sometimes they can teach them in the easy way.
Yeah, and why does the internet help students to learn?
Because students can just write word on the computer themselves, and it will explain to the student, and they can do their homework fast or slow, and they can know much more than just one subject.
Ah, so they can know multiple subjects. And explain why students can learn better by using computers. What does the computer
Yes.
provide the students?
Well, it will provide the children the sentence or the word and the pictures. They will say the meanings of the one word they don't understand, and explain how it works, and says is useful or not, and how do we solve it. That's it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And why can students learn more with teachers?
because then if the teacher say one sentence that they don't understand, they can tell the teacher what they mean, and they will explain it to the students to make them understand and learn more. And the teacher can also sometimes question the student if they understand or not. If they don't understand, they can learn them again, and they can look for each of the student if they're misbehaving or not to teach them how to behave. Yeah, like that.
That is a very good response. And what will students do when there are no teachers in class? So what do you think is going to happen to the students?
They will be really loud, noisy, misbehaving, running around and doing things that they shouldn't supposed to be. And sometimes they can throw things and started a fight, and sometimes it could, end up worse than that.
Oh, that's really good. And tell me, have you ever been in a class where the teacher wasn't there and then the kids started speaking too loudly?
Yes, it was like a chaos. It was like more than just hell. Like like you can like every time I look everywhere I look just roaming there, each of people just doing their business, roaming around, talking things, and sometimes I can saw them started a fight. But then if the but then when I saw the teacher, I always tell the whole class is teacher coming, and all of the people other people stop doing what they are supposed to do
Yeah.
and sit on there where they're supposed to sit, and just supposed to be sit very nicely like nothing has ever happened, like a chaos. And even people that started a fight and have to go back to this place and just sit nicely.
Ah, so then they get scared that the teacher's gonna come in.
Yes.
Ah, that is very smart. I must do that. That's a very good idea. And tell me, do they quickly run to their desk?
Yes, they quickly run to the desks. And sometimes I can saw one of my friends just fall like, isn't that just hurts? They just fall and they just get up and run to the seat like nothing had ever happened. Like, man, you almost broke your leg.
Oh my goodness. And tell me, do you laugh when this happens?
Oh no, I just sit quietly when inside of me just laughing.
I would do. Oh, thank you, Jenny, for sharing. That is really funny. You know what? When I was in school many years ago, we had the principal, and if we heard the principal walking down the passage, we all scattered quickly and tried to get into our on sitting nice and quiet at our desk. And then we will all be waiting very patiently, waiting for the principal to walk into our class. So, yeah, I know that feeling. Okay, so moving on to vocabulary, what we're going to do is just quickly, we've got communicate, we've got focus, latest, particular, and replaces. So, Chenny, what is your understanding of the word communicate?
It's like talk to each other. That's me communicate. Communicate.
Yes, there we go. And what does it mean to focus?
Focus means you just look and work on one things that you supposed to do.
Ah, yeah, your mind. And then what means latest?
They just mean that sometimes you can be the the only ones that, like, if you go to your school, go to your class, and you saw everybody sitting at their place and saw the teachers, and you're the only one arrived at this time. That means you're late. Or that just mean that something like some object or things that are very cool that just be there. That's just mean the latest.
Yes, it's trending. Well done. And what does it mean if we refer to something particular?
Particular, I don't know.
Okay. There's a particular book that I like to read. What does that mean? There's a particular book that I like to read. Harry Potter. So particular means a precise. Okay. There's one specific. Particular means specific thing that you want to do or like or love or see but it's normally referred to something that precise. Okay. And what does it mean to replace?
Replace mean that it's like sometimes you have one object that you really like. If a color that you really like is pink, but when you get older and you don't like pink anymore, but you like purple, and that just kind of like mean replace.
Yeah, there we go. Well done. Okay, so now Tenny, you're gonna use the vocabulary words and complete them and put them in the sentences for us, starting off with number 1.
As a particular things is the things that you're talking about, right? Is a particular things is the thing that you're talking about.
A particular thing, yes. Okay, well done, because it's an exact thing. And then number 2.
If a pen replaces a pencil, the pen is used instead of the pencil.
Well done. Number 3.
Yumi should focus more on her studies.
Excellent. Number 4.
We can communicate with each other by using the internet.
And number 5.
The latest information is the newest information.
There we go. Well done, Jenny. That was really good. Okay, moving on to our opinion part. So once again, we're going to look at the supporting opinions and refuting opinions of teachers and computers. So can you do number 1 for us? Read number 1 to 4 and then A, B, C, and D. So you're going to read them slowly. And then after that, you are going to match them. Okay, so can you start off with number 1?
As number 1, student will study less when there is no teacher. 2, student can learn more by using computers. 3, we need teacher in the classroom. 4, is it cheaper to use only computer to learn? A, because teachers are more expensive. B, because they can teach themselves how to do something. C, because there's nobody to stop them from playing. D, because they can do many important jobs in a classroom.
Excellent.
Number 1 is student will study less when there's no teacher. Is C, because there's nobody to stop them from playing.
Well
2, student can learn more by using computers. Is A, because teachers are more expensive. Is it true though?
In some countries, yes, but in other countries, no.
Oh, that must be lucky.
Number 3.
3, we need teacher in the classroom. Is D, because they do many important jobs in the classroom.
Oh, D.
What?
Yeah, there we go.
For is it cheaper to use only computer to learn? Is B, because they can teach themselves how to do something.
Absolutely. Well done, Jenny. That was really good. Now let's go over to the refuting part. So, can you read them once again for us slowly? And then you are going to match them once again.
Is one, student can use the internet to find all the information that they need. Two, students can learn at their own speed when they are learn from computers. Three, we need teachers because they help us to do our best. Four, teacher make sure that students do their work. I disagree. Many students don't want to go to school because the teacher are not nice people. I disagree. There is so much incorrect information on the internet. C, I don't think so. Many students do not know how to use computer in a helpful way. D, I don't think so. Teacher cannot control everyone because there is too many students in the classroom. That's not true.
They are.
One is
Number
one is student can use all the information that they need. Is B, I disagree. There is so much incorrect information on the internet. Two, students can learn at their own speed that they learn from computers. Is C, I don't think so. Many students do not know how to use computer in a helpful way. Three, we need teachers because they help us to do our best. Is I disagree. Many students don't want to go to school because their teachers are not nice people. That's kind of true though. Four, teacher make sure that students do their work. It's D, I don't think so. Teacher cannot control everyone because there are too many students in the classroom.
Hi. Well done, Jenny. That was excellent. Now I want to know, Jenny, are there teachers that you don't like in your school?
Well, at the first grade, there's one teacher who is very grumpy and not really understanding people. We are just fourth grade and we need to learn how to, spell ABC.
Yeah.
And I know how to spell ABC when I was 4 and 5. That was just easy. But other students in my class don't know ABC, so they can spell incorrect. And this teacher is like when the first grade means we are just 6 years old. 6. We just learn ABC. And the teachers put out a very long wooden ruler and just whip them with them. It's kind of painful because I can hear them scream. Just like,
Oh no. And tell me that some of them start crying?
yes.
Oh no. But I was so young.
It's like we do not understand anything, then here come the big ruler.
Oh no. And tell me that you get whipped?
Maybe it's like only 1 or 3 times that I got whipped. So that was kind of like painful just to remember them.
I can imagine. It's not nice. And how did you feel afterwards?
It's like I still feel the pain after the school and tomorrow.
Oh no, that is bad. I hope but it hasn't happened again, hey?
Yes, and I have transferred to a new class when I was just in second grade, and every time I saw the teacher, my best friend would always say, hey, look, that's the meanest teacher. She really mean.
I know, and it's not nice to have a mean teacher.
Yeah.
You want to go to school and enjoy and say, hello, teacher, how are you? We don't want to be like, oh, look at that teacher. There's a teacher who is so grumpy or who is so strict. Yeah, we don't want that. But thank you for sharing, Jenny. And hopefully, it will never happen again. So let's quickly read the example. So once again, we've got the supporting opinion. Can you read for us what are other people saying? Why should students learn from computers and without teachers?
Students should learn from computers without learning from teachers. First, students can learn much more by using computer and the internet. They can find all the information that they need on the internet. Second, students don't have to worry about teachers. Some teachers give their students too much homework, so others are not kind to their students. This will not be a problem if students learn from computers. As a result, they will learn more because they have less stress.
Okay, now can you read for us the opposing opinion?
Students always need teacher to help them learn. First, teacher make sure that students do their work and learn. If there's no teacher in class, students will sleep or play computer games. As a result, the students who want to study cannot focus on the studies. Second, we need teachers because they do many things for the student. Teachers help the student to understand the importance of working with other people. They also encourage them to be polite. These things are very important.
They are. And what do you think, Jenny?
That's kind of very true, but sometimes some of the teacher can be careless or something.
Yeah.
But they can teach them to be polite. Sound like a kindergarten would say.
Yes, especially in the foundation phase. So, once again, what we are going to do now, you know the drill, okay? So you are going to tell me the main idea. So what is the main idea for the supporting opinion?
The students should learn from computer and without learning from teachers.
Okay, now can you give me the supporting ideas why students should learn from computers without learning from teachers?
The student can learn much more by using computer and the internet.
Okay, next one. Why else?
They can find out in the information that they need on the internet. Wow. Students don't have to worry about teachers.
They don't have to worry, okay? Don't have to.
Teachers give their students too much homework, but that's the reason to lead to success.
Exactly. And the next one, why else?
Others are not kind to their students. That's kind of a bit one true.
Not kind to their students, yeah.
This will not be a problem if students learn from computers.
And what will the result be?
As a result, they will learn more because they have less stress.
So they will learn more because they will have less stress. Do you think that is true?
It's kind of like not true depending on the other case, but it's true for some of the kids. But sometimes they will have a lot of chores, and sometimes their parents will complain about a lot of things that they do. Sometimes they can get up in arguments, and sometimes they can feel sick or dizzy, and sometimes they can just learn things on the computers. Like they can learn stupid things on the computers. Like, why do they need all of this random information? Like teachers learn them much more than just computers. sometimes the internet can bring them just like sometimes it can be incorrect, and sometimes maybe in their free time they can just have information about Blockfish or something.
And do you think if they learn from computers that there's too much information at once?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Absolutely. Okay, now moving on to the opposing one. So, what is the main idea for the opposing opinion?
Students always need teachers to help them learn.
Yeah. Now, can you give us the supporting ideas for this opinion? Why? We always say, why does students always need teachers to help them to learn?
Is teacher will make sure that students do their homework and learn.
Absolutely. The next one?
If there's no teacher in the class, students will sleep or play computer game. But how?
Sleep or play.
Like here.
Maybe they will have their tablets or their phones with them to play games on there.
Oh, I would do that if I was in high school or something.
Yeah.
And as a result, the students who want to study cannot focus on the studies.
Right. So that is the reason for when they play computer games, they cannot focus, okay, on their studies. Well done. And why else should they need teachers to help them learn?
It's because they need teachers because they do many things for students.
Like what do the teachers do?
As teacher help the student to understand the importance of working with other people.
Yeah. And what else?
They also encourage them to be polite. These things are very important.
Okay, so the teacher also help them to understand importance of working with other people, how to communicate with them, and also to be polite towards other people. Well done, Jenny. That was really good. Now let's move on to our next discussion. Okay, so let's discuss the following question. Is it easy to find the answers to schoolwork on the internet? What is your opinion?
It's not really easy, You have to be like really, really good at computers just to know all of these things on the subject, to know everything. Like, it's not easy, It's like every time I look, I have to find the answers or the question. It's very hard. I have to scroll and click on of these things just to find the answer.
Absolutely, well done. And what about number 2? If you don't understand a question, will you use the internet to understand better?
Well, maybe we can understand, but sometimes some of the question, some of the word we use on the internet, but also the answer also have those words that we don't understand. So yeah.
And tell me, Jenny, if you don't understand something, is it better to understand the computer or to ask your teacher?
My teachers.
So do you learn faster from your teacher?
I learn fast
I
from
know.
my teachers.
Ah, that's great. And do you think your classmates will study if there are no teachers in the classroom? Ooh.
Oh no, that would be the opposite. When there's no teacher, the whole class is like a whole jungle. Even though my teachers is like out of the schools, they still hear my jungles class in there.
Oh no.
And it's like every single teachers in a whole school can just hear my class. It's like a whole jungle that we can just explore.
And then what happens if the other classes or the other teachers hear your class?
Well, they will just be quiet and do nothing. But even it's like kind of like really really noisy and they just kept that way and just being more noisy and noisy, the teacher in the next class will come to my class and says to stop, or they will or we will get whipped.
Ah, so if your class disrupt, so we used to disrupt the other classes, then the other teacher will come in and discipline them. And tell me, has the principal ever came to your class to tell them to keep quiet?
Sometimes, yes,
And
they
what?
they do come to our class and and says to us, do not do it, or they will call our teachers to punish us. Even though I was the quiet one.
I know it's not really fair, but the thing is, we need to work as a class together. And tell me, are there any lessons that always need a teacher?
Yes, every single lesson will always there be one or two teachers in the classroom, I guess.
Hmm. And why do you say that?
Because like in English, when it's English, like English class, sometimes there will be like a new teacher comes. Like sometimes there was a new teacher, sometimes there were replaces, and sometimes they will just kept that way.
Oh, okay. And tell me, do the kids, um, do the kids learn more from the teacher when the teacher pronunciates the words to in English?
No, just some of
Just some
us
of
in the
them.
class, just some of them. It's like it felt like sometimes the teachers just tell and says what the meaning of over and over again to one of my friends. It's like they still don't understand. It's like they just talking to a dummies. It's like the class just waits and waits until my friend understand it. It's like really, it's like I can't stand it. And sometimes when my teacher loses it, it's like when it's almost the end of the class, my teacher somehow loses us because my friend said the question wrong and wrong again, and they don't understand it again and again, and they will not never raise their hands and always just like crouch under, and sometimes the teacher cannot even see their faces. It's
Oh,
like they want to be disappeared. And
yeah.
sometimes my teacher loses it and run to my student and says and just shouts at my friends like, what's wrong with them? Are they okay? Can they just focus more? Why are why are you so dumb? It's like I'm over there just shocked by them and just my whole body just shaking. It's like the
Oh,
whole
no.
class just be quiet just by that. And when the teacher is done, and I saw my friend over there just smiled, and I shout at my friends like, "What's wrong with you? Don't you hear the teacher call you dumb?" And I just said the English word, and then I said into the Vietnamese word so he can understand what they mean. And when other of my friend heard it, it's like they also shout at him. It's like they also in my team. They also in my team.
Yeah.
It's like I
Yeah.
don't really mean that, but it's also like, why you smile when people just said that you're dumb? It's like,
Yeah, we got
bro, really?
because it's not nice to
It's
say to someone that you are dumb.
it's like he never and just just got any answer. And when my team wins, he just over there just smile when he did nothing but just crouch under the table and did nothing.
And tell me, do you think some of the kids are scared towards the teacher?
Oh no, just like after the teacher just scream and shout at my friends. Like at first we are scared, but then tomorrow we just be over with it. But I kind of like find it's kind of like my friend deserved it. Do you know why? Because he didn't, he did not, deserve his money, but always spend it on stupid things, And sometimes he take his English book and just draw and scribble, and sometimes I can saw him as like take a scissor and cut it. It's like, are you okay? It's like after the teacher shouted him, I kind of deserve it, but I kind of feel bad for him just somehow.
Ah, but I see you are very protective of your friends, which is a good
But
thing.
also mad at them.
Sorry?
Like the teacher, well, they also deserve it. Is because like the teachers like have a point over there. It's like they don't respect their tools or anything, even any book like English book.
Hmm.
And when we just in adventuring the English book, at the end of the page, we will saw this lot of weird things that he draws, and like even in the inside English book that we work on, like he doesn't respect on it. He don't care what subject that he working on except English, except math. Of the subject he don't care except math and Vietnamese, just of them. Like even English, he just scribbled and just cut, scribbled, draw bad things about teachers.
Oh yeah, you see that's not right. So then he is not being nice towards the teacher and respectful. So then the teacher need to stand up and approach him. But Jenny, that was really good. Now it makes a lot of sense why teachers are like that and also what kids should do and what they shouldn't do. Okay, so Jenny, for homework, can you choose for us which one are you going to debate? Number 1, 2, or 3. You can choose.
Number 2.
Students can learn more by using computers. So once again, you're going to do the recording for me. So you're going to do the refuting and the opposing opinion. Okay. So tell me, Jenny, did you have fun today?
Yes.
Me too. And thank you for telling me. You actually did so phenomenal today regarding telling me how children behave and how they do need teachers and why some kids can go without teachers. Okay. But Jenny, thank you once again. I'm so proud of you and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, Jenny.
Bye bye, teacher. Have a great day.
You too. Take care. Bye bye.